Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Grandma's DIY Part 2. All right, as you can see, I did the briefcase. Okay, now, unexpectancy happened. This, see, when it bends, it tears. Didn't expect this, but since it happened, I'm going to show you how to correct it. Okay, we're going to cut this section off. Okay, now not only that did it, but see, this did it too. So no matter how much you decompose it, this will tear. And this is the way it looks. Now I can glue gun it, but the fact of the matter is it may come up. So instead of glue gunning it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add something so it'll help, so it could bend and this not happen. Okay? So you can see all that tears off. I'm going to treat it like it's a crazy quilt. I know a lot of people know what a crazy quilt is. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to put this on here. And as you can see, it will bend. And since has black in it, it's going to be perfect. But I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to line this so it don't come off. I bought some thread, some ribbon. And that's what I'm going to line it with. Okay? To make it that much prettier. I'm going to line it with this ribbon so that it'll stay down and it won't come up. Now the glue sticks I use are Gorilla Glue sticks. They're better than just regular type glue sticks. Okay? So what I'm going to do here, and I'm going to line here also. Okay? Now I see this big chunk here. I'm not worried about that chunk. I'm going to fix that also. Now, if I have to put more on there or make it look old-fashioned, that's okay, too. I might just tear all this off. All of this can come off. As you can see, I'm tearing it off. And I have more over here on the side. See? So, I may not do too much of anything here. I might decide to take all this off and redo it since I have to bend it. It has to be bended because it has to go over the closure. It has to go over the closure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off. Take all this off. See? All of it's coming off. All of it. Because I have to take it off to make it different, a little bit different so that it won't be so bad. Because like I said, this whole section has to bend. And if it has to bend, it's gonna tear. Because that's the way it's designed to do. It's designed to bend. And our paper don't bend. Okay? Now, I was trying to see what would I use to fix it. And I am going to do the corners. That's a must. Now, I do have some felt, which I thought about just covering the whole top in black. and black felt because felt bends and it bends nicely. And you don't have to worry about it messing up anything, okay? And since there's a lot of different colors in here, and black is the most color in, we could do this and this. And we could cover the whole top, and it will bend like we want it to, see? It'll bend exactly like we want it to. Now, I also thought about crepe paper. Crepe paper will even bend. Now, see, I'm noticing here that it looked like it wants to raise, but it's not raising. So I'm not going to worry about that part of it. I'm just going to worry about the part that you can't bend. We are going to do these edges, okay? So don't worry about that because we have to in order to make it do what we want it to do. So I'm going to do this. Because I'm going to put felt there. And like I said, it'll do what you want it to do. So I'm going to take this felt and I'm going to put it right here. Right on the edge of this. And mash it down. And then I'm going to do this section. Right there on the edge and mash it down. Make sure it stays down really well. Because we're going to turn it over and we're going to cut it. Okay? We're going to turn this whole piece over. See? Right here. And we're going to cut it. Okay? Now you could do this any kind of way you want. You could use the X-Acto blade or you could just use scissors. I prefer to use scissors. Okay? All right? It's very important. All right. So, as you can see, it is down. You got any spots missing or anything like that? Take your glue gun and finish it. Okay. Because there's a little bit over here on this side. Now, like I said, I do use thicker felt than regular felt. I use thick felt. Now, I decided in order to keep this the way I want it so it don't mess up, I was going to put strips of black down so it can adhere it. See? So it can adhere it. And that'll keep it straight. Because I was trying to think of what would I do if it did decide to come up. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to put strips here. I got to get my other scissors, my sewing scissors, because this is ribbon. And I'm going to cut these edges. There you go. Now, this is something that I do. You don't have to do this. But I want to make sure that it stays in place. I want to make sure that this is really here and it stays down. Okay? Because I'm pretty sure this thing is going to get a lot of usage. Okay, so there we go. That's one down. We're going to do the others like that too. Okay, there we go. Let's get it down there. Okay. Like I said, I want to make sure it stays down. I'm also going to do the edges before I put, I think I'm going to do the edges after I put it together. Because it has to be done. Because I want to make sure everything is the way it should be. Okay. There you go. I left it to dry for about 2 days to make sure it dried and it stayed the way it should stay. But that doesn't mean anything. Decoupage is really weird. It has a mind of its own. Whether it wants to crack or stay is up to decoupage, not you. And that's why I use the Gorilla Glue sticks. Because I know it gives a better hold than the regular glue sticks. Although you can use regular glue sticks, yes. But I want to make sure that this does not come up at any cost. And it looks really nice. I like that black. Okay, let's pull this on over here too. I'm doing it like I would do if I was doing a crazy quilt. And that's the way I'm doing it. Okay. Now we got those pieces done. Let's look at this. Because I don't want anything to mess up around here. And I'm thinking I should just do the postcards. Because I don't want these postcards coming up. So I think I'm just going to do the postcards to see if that makes a difference. And I think it will. I'm going to just go on over here and do the postcards so it can stay down. Okay. And I'm going to turn it just like I would if I was quilting. I'm just going to turn it like that and go all the way down to the end. Like that. Just keep going like that. Come on down. Now, like I said, I am going to do the sides and ends. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and lift this little piece up here because it needs a little bit more. Then I'm going to turn this And I'm just doing it on the postcards because even though they didn't take on the other one, okay? That's why it came up. And that's just pull it down with your finger. Make sure it gets really good in there, okay? Just pull it down with your finger. And then we're going to turn it over. Then we're going to do the other side, this side here. Okay. And I'm going to just turn it so that I can get it. One thing about Grosgrain is with it being two-sided, you don't have to do anything different. You just have to just pay close attention to what you're doing. Okay. There we go. That's it, two-sided. Let's turn it. We're just trying to keep it down. We want to make sure it stays down, the postcard stays down. Although I don't think we have to bend this side at all because this is the back. But we still want to make sure it'll stay flat, okay? Put that over there. This was not practice, guys. This is something that I decided to do because I thought it was kind of cool to see how this would do what I wanted it to do. Okay, let's turn it this way. So I want to start from the bottom and go up, okay? Square ways. I will put a piece in the middle though, yes. You just need a thin line, okay? Turn it this way, okay? There we go, like that. Position it, because you can always use more glue, okay? Let's turn it this way. There you go. Punch it down like that. Let's turn it. I don't want to get any strings on my felt. Okay, we're going to go all the way down. Let's go all the way down with it, like that. Okay, and we're going to cut it. Now we have a piece in the middle here that we're going to go across. All the way across, like that, okay? So let's just push this here and go on across. Take your finger and smooth it on across. you go. See how nice that looks? Okay, you know this is your top. So see how that bends? And it's gonna bend really nicely. And I could just put more glue underneath it. Because I didn't put it all the way down. That's something I didn't do. Because I didn't know just how far I was gonna go with it. So now I've gone all the way down. Let me get this little spot that I missed. But you will miss some. Watch your fingers though. Okay? And you don't have to use black. You can use any color you want. I just use black. And I'm bending it. So I know it'll stay down. Okay? I'm bending it to make it stay down. Then it glue where it needs to glue at. Like I say, and it'll stay down. Okay. Okay. And you want it to stay down. You don't want it to come up. But you already proved that it can. And this section here will bend. See? Because this is all your top section. Don't worry about the ends. We are going to cover them ends. And I did buy ribbon. Well, I have to buy it, but I do have ribbon that will cover all this. All this. And it'll keep it nice. Okay? Now, I'm wondering if I should just go ahead and maybe I should. Let's pull it off with that. Okay. Let's get that glue off of there. So it can look nice. Okay. And then we're gonna, there we go. And cut this in here. Okay, so it's a finished piece. Okay. Now, comes the fun part. We're gonna assemble it. Okay. All right, everything is in order. Looks to be in order. This is the bottom piece. So we're gonna put this bottom piece here. Turn it inside because it has to match this. Okay. It has to match the inside of this. See how everything matches? So we're going to glue this, and then we're going to glue the other. Now, I'm trying to decide, do I want to go ahead and put the fabric here and here and all the way around and then put it together, which might be better because then I could glue everything together. Now, I'm trying to think, do I want to do it with the ribbon or do I want to do it with felt? Well, the felt pieces are not really long enough. So I did buy, but I do have ribbon here that we can use. The to put on all the way around. And I'm hoping I have enough. And then we can put it all together here. So if we have enough ribbon here, we could do it like this. Cut it off. Because we're going to loop it. Okay? So we have enough. We can do it this way, and then we can finish off those edges like this. We're actually acting just like we're sewing something together here. But what I'm thinking about doing is not doing it like that and just putting it together and then put that on the inside to adhere it. I think would be better. So we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to I think I may have, oh no, okay, I did it the right way. Okay. And I'm going to hold it for a second here. I'm going to hold it together. I don't want it to stick on my paper, so I'm going to hold it so it can stay together. Holding it right like this because I want it to stay together. I think, oh, I see what I did wrong. No, I think I did it right. No, I didn't. I didn't do it right. And it's very hard to pull apart for me because I didn't want to sit it on top. I wanted to sit it behind. So, I have to be very, very careful in what I do. Because I wanted to sit it behind. Okay, good. That came apart. Yeah, I wanted to sit it like this. So this piece has to go on top is what I wanted. Because I wanted it behind this piece. So I'm going to redo this. Because I have to have it the way I want it done. So it can be right. There we go. Okay. That's a better fit like this. Because this is how I wanted it. I wanted it to sit like this. Okay. And I'm going to have to hold it and make sure that sits in there. Because it has to sit in there. You want to make sure your inside's the way it's supposed to be. Make sure your pictures are the way it's supposed to be. Okay. Now when I get ready to make the handles and everything, you'll see how it's done. Now, okay. Now this piece goes here, like so, okay? This piece is gonna go like this. But first of all, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna put that ribbon on the inside first because I want it to adhere to make it stay the way I want it to stay. So, make sure you keep your glue sticks with you. I have the long glue sticks, and that's what I need to be using, but I'm not. Okay, so you're gonna just do half and half. You're gonna put this on here and put it down like that. Okay, I'll put that down like that, where it'll be half and half. And it's gonna be your stabilizer, basically your stabilizer, okay? To hold the inside. Try to get it as even as possible. It's not gonna be easy. I already know that. Okay. There you go. Because you want that to hold. And the only way it's gonna hold is if you do it to make it hold. Okay? All right. Now you're gonna grab this piece. Lay this down. And you're gonna put this on top. And this is your other stabilizer. So what I'm going to do, so I don't have a hard time with it, I'm going to put the piece in it. So I'm going to put this piece right here. Fold it to see where your insides are going to be, and then just okay. And then you're going to fold this over because it's going like this. Okay. Okay. Now you're going to put this on top. Make sure let's turn it because I want to make sure I get it right here. So I'm going to fold this up and then I'm going to stick this on top. And hold it for a few seconds. And as you can see, when your glue wears down, you're going to have to redo that. Okay. There we go. And I'm just holding it. because this cardboard is really, really thick. So, because you want it to be able to hold whatever you put in it. Oops. Except for your sleeve of your shirt, which just happened just now. Okay. I'm going to push this up, and I'm going to hold it because I'm going to have to put that glue inside to hold, so this can hold this, and it'll pull it inside more. Okay. Okay, so now we're putting on the sides. And the sides go inward, not outward. You have to put it on the inside. Okay, I have one I need to do. Put it in there. This is no joke, guys. I'm going to do the inside now. This inside here. And I'm going to pull it on over. And I'm going to hold it for a minute, for a second or so. I'm holding it, see? I'm going to have to position my camera so you guys can see this better. Because I want you to be able to see exactly what I'm doing here. That's going to be bending, but I'm going to have to put a flap on it. That's okay. Okay. Now we're going to turn it to the other side. And we're going to put the other inside in. Okay, but I want you to look at this. See the inside? Now, I have not done the inside yet like I did that inside. That's because I'm going to do the outside and make it hold, okay? All right. Let's do the inside. You don't have to make it as big as I made it. You can make it smaller. Now, let's get this other side done, okay? Let's see, I got to make sure that I make it right side up, not wrong side, whatever. So it's got to be right side up. I also noticed that my flap is going to be, it'll be okay. So I'm going to have to probably just give a little more flap to it, which is okay. It's going to be for storing paper or whatever you may need to store, okay? Okay. Let me position my camera a little here. There you go. As you can see, it's turning into a briefcase. See? See? It's turning. Now I gotta get this side. turn it this way. And remember, this goes on the inside, not the outside. You remember that, you'll be doing fine. Okay, let's go on the inside here with it. And we're gonna close it up and hold it so it'll stay. Now we are gonna use to make our handles stay a lot better. Now I have to do this other side. And I'm gonna hold it. I'm holding it, see? Holding it closed. Because the cardboard is hard to work with, you may find some openings, but that's okay because you're going to use something to bind it to keep it closed, to keep that from looking good, to keep it looking good on the inside. You can also use clamps if you have wide enough clamps to clamp it. Now your clamps are going to have to be really wide, or you can use a really strong rubber band. I'm just prefer to use my hands, and that's not a good idea. I suggest you use rubber bands, or either make it smaller. You don't have to make it this big. This is just something I'm doing, okay? And we are going to do this, all this. We're going to put things here to hold it together. As you can see, you now have your briefcase. See how it's huge, too. Didn't mean for it to be that huge. I meant for it to be smaller. But it's really big. Now, you're going to take your ribbon and you're going to position it, because your ribbon is going to be what's going to make it look nice. So you're going to use your ribbon to bind it, okay? So we got our work cut out for us. We're going to use this ribbon to bind it. So you're going to turn it on the side. And you're going to halfen it. Make sure you know where your half is. See, your half like this. Fold your ribbon. Know where your half is. It's right there. Okay. And you're going to half it as much as you can, as much as possible. And you're going to just smooth it on down, because it's going like this. See how it's going? Like that. And we're going to go all the way around. So you're going to put your little glue here, and you're going to put it there. And you're going to go all the way around like that. See? And you're going to have your little ribbon there. Now, if you run out of ribbon, which I do, which is okay, then you're going to turn it. And you're going to go up to this end. Okay? I planned on finishing this today, but if I don't, it's quite all right. There's no rushing anything. And then you're going to pull it up to here. And you're halving it again. Make sure it's half. Because like I say, you're binding it now. You're binding it. Making sure it binds so it'll stay together. And you're going to cut it right here, because when we get ready to go across, we're going to have to probably do it with a smaller ribbon. Okay? And then you're going to pull this down like this. And this will all keep it nice and taut. Turn it around this way. See? It's going to be nice and taut. It'll keep everything together. Turn it this way. Then we're going to glue this down. As you can see how this looks? All binded and pretty. So all you have to do is bind this. Now we're going to do the other side. Okay? Like I said, you have to just keep it nice and taut. Okay? Now I've done the other side. See? The other side is done. Now, if you make a small mistake, just correct it. It's no big deal. I'm all about correcting mistakes. Things will pull up and it will correct. Okay? So, don't fret. Don't go crazy, any of that. Just correct it. Okay? I need to put a little glue in there to get it to hold down a little bit more. Okay. There we go. And good thing about glue is all you got to do is just pull it off. And you know, an eraser can remove your glue strings and your glue gun and your things like that. An eraser. Okay, remember that eraser. I'm going to cut this little section and I'm going to put it down. Right down up in there. Okay. Now, I did run out of ribbon, which I knew I would. But that's okay. I can get the insides here. You're going to cut this. See? And you're going to fold the inside up. Cut two. Because I do have enough. Yep, for two. So I'm going to just cut it. Okay. Now this was 2.25 inches. Okay, 2.25 inches. You're gonna need more than 9 feet. But since I'm doing this like a quilt, a crazy quilt, if you run out, get something else. Because a crazy quilt is made up of different things. It's not made of just one particular item. It's made of different items. Now you're going to take this here, and you're just going to glue it down like this. Just make a little spot and just glue it like that and let it stay. Then you're going to do the other one. You're going to glue it down like that, okay? I'm going to do the other one like this too. Just take it and glue it. There you go. Just gluing it down. Turn it over. Take the other one. Glue it down. Because you have two sides, okay? And you're going to be cutting it, I could tell. So you're going to glue it on the inside, like so. It's okay if you have more than what you need. You can always cut that. It's no big deal. We'll cut it right here. Just know where you're going to cut it at. There you go. You're going to just cut it right here. So you still have a little section here. So you could glue this little section down. You'll be okay. There you go. And then you're going to put it here on the inside, like so. Okay? So, we're going to do the inside first. You're going to lay it down, like so. This can bend back because you put that on there so that it would stay. Now, you're going to glue it. This is not an easy project. This is something that I just decided I want to try. And sometimes what you want to try, you're better off not trying it. Okay, then you're going to turn it up. And you're going to glue it outside like this, because that's where it's going to go. Okay. This is just something that you may want to have to put papers in or anything. Actually, Doesn't have to be papers. It don't have to be something you carry. It's just something that you may need a little bit extra storage. Okay, and then here we go. Okay, we are still gonna do this. There you go. See, you're in. Now you're gonna do the other side. You may have to cut it, like I said, because it's wider. It's a little bit longer than what you expected. Okay. There we go. We're going to do this in. Turn it over. There you go. Now we're going to do the inside of this box. Going to lay it down. Open it up. Okay, now we're going to pull it up. Okay. There we go. Cut the little strings off. And then let's go ahead and there you go. And we're going to take this little bit here, put a little bit here, hold it. Okay, throw that string away. Let's get this little end here to go ahead and do what I needed to do. I'm going to just hold it there for a few seconds and it's done. As you can see, we did the other side. Just get an eraser and erase this off and it'll come right off. Okay? As you can see, you now have what you consider your briefcase. Now, we have the bottom. I acquired this lace because, like I said, it's like a crazy quilt. You don't have to use the same thing. You can use different things. And the good thing about lace is you don't have to cut it and fold it over. That's the good thing about lace. Okay? Because it has its own ends. Now, I'm going to put it here. I'm not going to stretch it. This is stretchy lace, but I don't want to stretch it. And I'm using my little finger thing that's protected. And then I'm going to cut it. Now I will cinch the ends with the glue gun. I'm just tapping it because I don't want the strings to come out everywhere. And then I'm going to do the bottom. And I'm just going to tap it down like that and allow it to dry. Because I don't want, like I said, I don't want strings. And if you mess with it too much, you will get strings. See? See how it looks? Really pretty. Now we're going to turn it over. And I'm going to do it on the other side. Watch your fingers. Okay, just tap. Use your fingers if you feel it's not. Just tap it. There you go. Nice little box. Briefcase, as you want to call it. Now we're going to do this side. And I'm just going to tap it down like that. Okay? Just tapping it down. Oops. Now, I actually pulled some of my lace. I'm just going to cut it. I'm not going to worry about it because it sits on the floor or wherever. Now, as you can see, it's done. See that? Look at how nice that box looks. See? Now I'm going to have to fix these ends, which is no problem. No big deal whatsoever. You can burn the ends, but I'm just going to let the glue gun take care of the ends here. And I might decide to do something with those ends. I might decide to put a little something on there, like, no telling. Might be anything. And there's your box right there. Now, you still have the top, okay? So we're not exactly finished. But look at how great that looks. See how it looks? It's a beautiful box. And I am going to clean that up. But I might decide, since it's looking a little tacky there, to put some of this lace across to make it look a little bit better. We'll see how that goes. I haven't decided just yet. Okay? Now, what we need to do is this, the top and around. So, we already did the sides. Now we need to do the top. So, I am going to take this lace here and I'm going to fold it because I I thought it wouldn't, but it does ravel a little. So it kind of surprised me. And I'm folding it so that it don't look so tacky. See? So I went on and folded it. Now, I think I'm going to start right here. And I'm going to go all the way around and kind of do it toward the middle so it'll look nice. So I'm going to have to figure out how to position it toward the middle here. So let me see. I'm going to pull this up a little, like so, because I want it to be in the middle, like it was with the other ones, in the middle. And there we go. So I'm going to push that inward. And I'm going to lay this down because I want to get that little piece right there in the middle here. Up. I didn't have my glue gun ready. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to just tap it so it can stay down. I don't want to tap it too much because then that's when all the strings and all the crap comes up. Okay. See, pull the strings. And I'm going to go straight across. Now, like I said, this is stretchy lace, but I don't want to stretch it. So I'm going to cut that little section off. And I'm going to go ahead and go across. This time I decided to do the inside last, okay? So I'm going to go like this, up a little, tap it, okay, because I'm going inside, as you can see. I'm going to put a little glue here, turn it over, and tap it. Now I'm going to go on the inside because I want it to go there you go. I don't want it to dry before I get it in there. Okay, there you go. I'm going to have to put a little glue right here. And hold it. Yeah, just hold it. Okay. Now I'm going to turn this section over. Put a little glue here. And pull it over and just kind of hold it like that. See, I'm just holding it. Okay. Now you have your top done. And you just come back and you just move your little strings. You can even take I have some pliers or tweezers and just pull your little string like that. Okay? But look at how that looks. Oh, that is gorgeous. Now I'm going to turn this over so I could get the top. Okay, so we have this now. We have the whole box. We have to get the top. We have to do the top here. As you can see, the inside, it's just a box. And we're going to do this. We're going to go all the way around to make it look that much better. Now we're going to have to, like I said, put some here because we don't want that section. We want it to go on over. Pull it on over. Okay? Pull your strings. Now, well, we're going to clean this up. And you just go all the way around. That's what we're going to do. Put your finger over like this and hold it so it can catch. And we're going to go all the way around. Like I say, don't worry about that glue all over the place. We're going to fix all that. So we can make it look really more Asian. Okay. Now we're going to go all the way around. I'm going to go ahead and put this like that. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this on down. Use your finger. As you can see, it gets stuck on your finger, on your little finger, your little rubber finger thingy, which is good. That means you don't have to get burned. And you're going to use tweezers to get these strings off, okay? You see how nasty that looks? Ugh. I have these little things here, and I could just pull it. And it pulls right off. You have to be careful though, don't get your lace. Okay. We're going to pull some more. We're going to pull it so it can look nice. We're going to pull this down. Now, you don't have to do this with a glue gun. You can do it with just regular glue. And it'll probably work a little bit better. Probably. I'm not going to say it will. I'm going to say probably. Try my best not to let it look so tacky. And we have to get the inside. So I'm going to lay this down like so and do the inside. There you go. A little press is all you need because this glue is hot. I want you to know that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's done. And it's done like a crazy glue style, see? Like a crazy quilt. Okay. There's just no way to put it too clean when you're working with a glue gun. It's just really something to clean up. You just have to get an eraser and clean it up. That's the best you can do. Okay. Now I'm going to turn it. And I am going to have to clean all this up because I don't like it. Now, I am going to put lace across here because I don't like the way it looks. Okay. Now, I'm going to put it like this. I'm just going to put it to the side. And that'll cover up that. Let's see how I'm going to do this. Because I wanted to make sure this bend really nicely and look nice. Okay. So I am going to put it across and I'm going to fold this and put it right here on the side. And I'm going to hold it Then I'm going to turn it. And I'm going to glue this onto here. Now, if you notice, I'm not trying to glue it where it'll be very, very hard. I'm just gluing it to make it look pretty. That's all. And now I can touch it and see how that looks. See? Oops. And I'm putting string on it when I'm trying to take string out. Okay. See? Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Gotta say, to get that string off. Oh, my goodness gracious. See how that looks? And there's the side. And there's a lot of glue in the bottom of my board here. So I am going to have to shake that off so I can get rid of the strings. See? Now, that the box is finished, pretty much finished. How are we going to close this bad booger? Well, who says we have to close it? And look how it looks like that. So we could put a little thing here and a little thing there. And a button. So that it will close downward. Okay? So, I'm going to use, of course, my lace. Because I like my lace. And I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to double it. And I'm going to put it right here on the top, in the middle. And I'm going to put me a little button here to hold it. So, I'm going to bring this up. And I'm going to glue these together. Make sure they stay together. I'm going to just hold it for a few seconds. Okay. And I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to give me a little button. If that's what you want, guys, you can get a little button to put here. Or you can do something else. You could put a little eyelet there. And then you could put something else there instead of a button. Because a button you're going to have to sew. So if you don't want to do that, get something else to put here if you want to close it. There are all kinds of ways you can close this. There are all kinds of ways that you can pack this. You can put handles on the side where you can pick it up. Okay? I thought about that, putting handles on the side to pick it up. But then I thought I would like it to kind of close downward. That's something that you have to decide what you want to do. But your box is done. There you go. Yeah. Just think about what you want to do with your box. You don't have to close it at all. You could just leave it open. It's up to you. But your box is finished. Okay? Like and subscribe. Grandma's DIY. Bye now.